Hey guys, so as you can tell from behind me, we're obviously going to be talking about something Christmas related. And I freaking love Christmas, guys. Like, oh my goodness. I love Christmas probably more than Jesus does, okay? And so, you know what we're going to be talking about today? Drum roll, please. The origin of Santa Claus. Ah! Sorry, I get really excited sometimes. But for real, like, I think it's so cool how I get to explain untold stories of Santa Claus that y'all probably have never even heard. So, have you ever wondered, like, why we put stockings in on our chimneys, you know? Like, why does Santa Claus come down a chimney? Why does he wear red? All of these different things. Why do we call him Santa Claus? Well, today we're going to find out. So, as a lot of people know, Santa Claus is also known as St. Nicholas. But have you ever heard the full story of St. Nicholas and behind it? Probably not. According to whychristmas.com, St. Nicholas was a bishop, which is, a priest, who lived in the church, and he lived during the 4th century in a place called Myra in Asia Minor. Blah, sorry guys. But today, we now know it as the modern Turkey. He was a very rich man. Even though he was born an orphan, his parents were really rich and left him with a lot of money. So there's a lot of stories about St. Nicholas, but we don't know if they're all true. They're just myths or legends. But there is this one story that sticks out, and this is why we leave our stockings on our chimneys at night, okay? And this is also why we say that Santa Claus comes down chimneys. So St. Nicholas was a very wealthy man, okay? And he was a very giving and generous man, alright? And he always wanted to help people out. Anytime that somebody needed help, he wanted to help them out, But he wanted to remain anonymous. So he would start dropping bags of gold down people's chimneys anonymously. Well, this one time, this man didn't have enough money for his daughter's dowry to get married. Now, a dowry is basically like a sum of money back then that you would give the bridegroom to go along with the daughter. And even now in some countries they still do that. It's very different from our society today. And if they didn't have the dowry, then the daughter couldn't get married. Like, the bridegroom would not marry them, okay? I know, right? Like, weird, okay? But Santa, or St. Nicholas, decided to help this guy out. So he dropped a bag of gold down the chimney. But what he didn't know was that the man had put his socks that he had just washed on the mantle by the fire to dry. And guess what? The bag of gold accidentally got caught in one of the stockings or the socks. And now that's why we say that Santa drops stuff down the chimneys and puts them in our stockings. Isn't that cool? I just thought that was so cool. No. So now we're going to talk about what he was called in the UK. So according to whychristmas.com again, in the UK, particularly in England, he became Old Man Christmas or Father Christmas from plays and stories that were made in the UK, and he was named after it didn't say what the name of the play was, but he was named after a character in those plays, and it was either Old Man Christmas or Father Christmas. And even in France, he was nicknamed Père Noël. I thought that was pretty cool. And in the early USA, his name was Kris Kringle. And later on, Dutch settlers started telling stories of St. Nicholas, or Kris Kringle, but they nicknamed him Sinterklaas, or as we now know as Santa Claus. I thought that was pretty cool. And that's how he got his name. And in 1823, the famous poem A Visit from St. Nicholas, or 'Twas the Night Before Christmas was published, Dr. Clement Clarke Moore later stated that he wrote it for his children. Just a simple story, you know. He wasn't thinking that it was going to become anything famous. And it describes St. Nicholas with 8 tiny reindeer, and the poem gives them all of their names, and that's where Santa's reindeer come from. See, all of your questions are answered. But here's a fun fact about Santa Claus's reindeer. Did you think that his reindeer were male? Because they weren't. They were female. You want to know how I know? Because male reindeer lose their antlers in the winter. So they're saving up all of their energy to build up their antlers in the summer again. Female reindeer, however, keep their antlers. And so all of Santa's reindeer were female. And that concludes our version of Santa Claus. At least now you know where he comes from, and that at least his, like, the stories of Santa Claus are based on a good guy, you know. And that he was actually doing good work for people and good things, you know, and spreading love and not hate. It just warms my heart that Santa Claus is based on some of the goodness that's left in the world. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. And if you want more like this, just let me know. Bye.